Should. Are you shoulding all over yourself? Today we're going to stop. Today's Right Brain Recess episode is all about that bad word, should. And I'm your host, Dr. Laura Salyer. I love creating Renaissance medicine. It's the perfect blend of art and science, of teaching others how to craft their own creative, organized, and efficient medical career. And today it's about the bad word, should. We all do it. We should all over ourselves, and we need to stop. It starts with looking toward what should be expected of somebody at our current age. Whether you're 21, 30, 40, 50, 60, we have these unconscious thoughts that our life should be including certain things. And sometimes they're hardwired because of the family of origin we grew up in, or the culture that we're a part of, or just our own thoughts of what life should be like. But I would like to invite you to participate in an exercise that I had my patient members do in my weekly open office hours session the other week. I had them think of being in their home and hearing the doorbell ring. And when they went to open the doorbell, it was their 90-year-old self coming from the future to look at everything and comment on some wisdom. For example, they might look at all the ways that you're trying to keep up with the Joneses or decorate or buy the new car or whatever it is. And that 90-year-old self might say, you know, those things don't matter. You'll see in the future what really matters is your relationships, or maybe the book you're about to write, or look at all the art supplies that are sitting there. You haven't made time for them. Please do them. And likewise, you can repeat this exercise by inviting your 8-year-old self into the door and showing them proudly all the things that did happen that you had no idea when you were 8 could happen. The other thing is we act like we should be a certain way, right? We should like summer outdoor activities. Maybe some of us don't. Some of us like winter because we can snuggle indoors. Maybe some of us burn in the excessive heat. I'm just saying. Another thing is we act like we should enjoy travel. Some of us don't. You know, it's kind of nerve-wracking, right? What about water parks? Apparently somewhere it says we should enjoy water parks as parents, and that is definitely going to go in the book of, the places I would never go unless I had kids, is water parks, which is why if you listen closely, they're playing songs from our generation now, 80s, 90s, early 2000s music. Yes, it's happening. Nonetheless, we act like we should like certain hobbies or interests, and there is nothing written that you have to enjoy these things as a parent or as a working person or as a physician. Not all doctors play golf. So it's time to break those societal norms and be who you are. Too many times employers have you wear a uniform or act a certain way, and thankfully we're seeing a lot of this being dismantled. And just like what you like and be who you are. The other thing that we see is we should all over ourselves when it comes to diet and exercise. It should look a certain way or be a certain way. And the whole purpose of being on this earth is to enjoy life. Now, it doesn't mean eating a Big Mac every day is going to be enjoyable. If you really listen in your body, you'll learn that doesn't treat your body nicely and you feel worse after. So dissecting down and peeling off those layers of onions of what your life should be like can be rewarding. Because as you learn to listen to your intuition, you might be just on autopilot, eating or doing or moving in certain ways, participating in maybe a sports or exercise activity that really isn't fun anymore. So investigate your life as if you are your own new detective, looking at what parts of your life bring you joy. And what self-growth should look like is really unanswerable. We all grow at our own pace. We all change our mind and learn new things and uncover new hobbies or talents or skills we never knew we had because they were lying dormant. So lastly, the thing that we should all over ourselves is what success should look like or be measured. And for those that are in the medical profession, you see Press Ganey, right? That is how we measure our success, is how well your Press Ganey scores are. Well, if you then go out into social media, we look at likes. If you're a parent of a teen, maybe your success is measured in hugs from your teen, which are rare. Or if you're an author, you look at the reviews on Amazon. Listen, all of our ways of measuring our self-worth are out there, and we need to stop shoulding on ourselves and putting our self-worth in others' hands. If you feel like you are enjoying your career and you are giving the best education you can to your patients and you feel alive, then wonderful. Now, if you don't feel any of those things and you're a health practitioner and you're starting to sense elements of dissatisfaction, emotional exhaustion, low perceived personal achievement, well, that, my friend, is the ticket to burnout. Whether you're in conventional medicine, holistic medicine, dentistry, chiropractic, burnout seeps into all careers because there is no one way that a health practitioner career should look like. It's no longer that hut that's a medicinal hut where people go and seek out advice, or an employed position in an institution or factory type medicine setting. It can look a lot of different ways. It can be virtual. It can be in your own home. It can be home visits with a patient. It can be incorporating elements of group visits and coaching and ancillary staff that help you do what you are trained to do best. So stop assuming that you think a career in medicine should look a certain way and start asking, but what if? What if I tried something different? What if I used different tools to paint a colorful canvas of an ideal career in medicine that I get to orchestrate and make all on my own? And if you want to learn more, I'd love to learn about you. Please schedule a discovery call from my website, drlaurasalyer.com, and I'd like to hear exactly what lights you up and makes you stop shitting all over yourself